Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of Stadium Rant's Fore Warning. I am your host, Sasha Jax. This is my co-host, Ryan Willis.
How's it going?
And we're just happy to be with you here again today. First off, before we even start the episode, the support I received and from all my friends and family, I'm just overwhelmed. We had over 1,000 views in our first one ever. And that was just Facebook alone. I'm not really sure what the total numbers are just yet. And so your continued support would be amazing, much appreciated. And I just really can't thank you enough. It just gives me the confidence to keep going and do this week to week.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So just a little recap of last week's event, the Wells Fargo Championship. We had some good plays. We really did. Some people, like I picked Jordan Spieth. He kind of shit the bed a little bit. It is what it is. It happens. He's not in this week due to a wrist injury, so I have a big feeling that that's part of the reason why he played so poorly. Anyone knows you cannot play golf well with a wrist injury. So, Ryan, if you want to just take it away, recap a little bit. Get right
Wells
into
Fargo definitely was a tough course overall.
Yep. Quail Hollow.
Yeah.
We knew that was going to be tough.
I was wrong about Saturday's weather. I thought there was going to be lingering showers, but it turned out to be a beautiful day. Just the 4 days in general, round 1 through 4. Just great golf. But yeah, definitely some tough golf out there. I had one of the worst DFS lineups. That was like I had 4 guys cut. I haven't had a lineup like that in a while.
I don't think you've ever had a lineup like that.
Yeah, it's usually like 1 or 2 guys that get cut, but that was bad. So I got to bounce back from that to this week. Jason Day, he missed the cut by 1. That's very surprising. I had Colin Morikawa, which I thought he was going to do. He just blew up on round 2 in the morning time. Tried to come back from it, which it was very hard to do. Adam Hadwin started off pretty bad round 1 and then tried to make his way back on round 2. Just didn't make the cut for me. So, who was the winner last week again?
Wyndham Clark. So big shout out, Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, first time winner, first PGA win of the season or his whole career.
Yeah. I would have never guessed it. Don't even think I had him in anything of my picks. So he proved me wrong, and maybe he can build off it and going forward. He's a young guy, got a lot of talent, has a lot of potential. He could be a big household name coming up in the next few years. So he came in first. We had Xander Schauffele coming in second. That's not surprised there. He's been playing good golf.
Yeah, he was trying to fight. He was like just chasing.
He was chasing, and then I just remember he was 16 under in the final round. He had like 2 bogeys real quick, and then that just kind of took him away.
I think I saw Wyndham Clark on round 2. He shot an 8 under.
Yeah, so
which that's gonna help you out a lot.
Yeah, 8 under. He finished at 19 under. Xander 15 under. So he had a 4-stroke victory. That's something to brag about. And then we had Harry English and Tyrell Hatton coming in tied for third at 12 under. I believe we had Hatton as one of our picks. We liked him. So
I mentioned Tommy.
And then Tommy and Adam Scott.
He did a lot better than what I thought.
They came in 5th place, tied for 5th place there. So we gave you some good picks, but obviously my big guy Jordan Spieth didn't happen for him.
Jason Day for me, and Colin Morikawa.
But so that's enough about last week. We really want to get talking about this week's event, the AT&T Byron Nelson Classic. It is at TPC Craig Ranch in McKinney, Texas. This is the 3rd year it's being hosted there. It was at a different course 3-4 years ago. I'm not sure where it was, but I know it was different. The back-to-back winners at this course is K.H. Lee. He's a big one going into this. We'll go into him. But the biggest difference from last year going into this year is it is now a par 71. It was a par 72 the last 2 years. It had a low scoring average the first 2 years. I believe it was 69.5 2 years ago, 69.2 last year. So they figured they shortened the 12th hole. It was a short par 5. It had 4 par 5s. Now it's only going to have 3. They shortened it 54 yards, so now it's playing as a 493-yard par 4. That could be a difference. They're just hoping to get the scores a little higher because 69.5 is pretty low. So
they have big greens on this course.
Yeah, and that's usually typical with bent grass. You have bigger greens, larger greens. So if you can hit it in the fairway, you got a good shot at hitting the green. And they're not really too challenging to putt on. So you don't have to be the best putter. So it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Basically, the course designer, we have Tom Weiskopf. I know last year, the course record was a 60. That's 12 under par. And that was from Sebastian Munoz. So if we can see something like that again, expect some pretty low scores. And considering KH Lee finished minus 26 last year,
yeah,
and I think he was minus 26 the year before that, or 25 under. So it should be a low scoring round. Beautiful weather. I believe he was just looking at the weather.
Actually, no, there's
No.
it doesn't look great. I mean, round 1, 84 degrees, partly cloudy, beautiful. Going into Friday, you have 40% chance of rain with thunder and lightning. That could probably be a hit or miss. And then Saturday and Sunday, both 60% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. So
could have some weather delays this week.
Yeah.
See what that
should be
does.
interesting. Should be interesting.
Yep. And then there's also quite a few injuries going into this week. The biggest one being Jordan Spieth. He was a big favorite coming out of Texas. This is pretty much where he lived.
Yeah.
So he's out with the wrist injury. We also have everyone else is undisclosed, but we have Lanto Griffin, Michael Thompson, Mark Hubbard, Alex Smalley, JJ Spawn, and Camilo Villegas. They're all out. So Fields was 156. It's a little smaller now. So we'll see what happens. I know the cut is the top 65 in any ties. And they're projecting the cut line to be around 5 under. So you got to shoot well on Thursday and Friday to even have a chance. As simple as that. Got to shoot low day one. Let's just get right into the nitty gritty here. So as you know, we like the daily fantasy lineups. That's mostly what our show is about. There's only, now that Jordan Spieth is out, we only have one person over 12K, and that's obviously Scotty Scheffler. He is the overall favorite. He also grew up in Dallas, Texas. He was actually born in Ridgewood, New Jersey, though. Shout out to the Jersey boy. And he moved over there at about 6 years old, I think it was. So he's pretty much a Texas native. He's going to have a lot of friends and family coming out to support him. And Scotty always goes low most of the time. So, well, I guess knowing that, I mean, I like him in my lineup. Certainly never going to fade Scotty Scheffler when he's healthy.
Yes.
He's well rested. Expect him to do well. But in that regard, we have...
Especially since he didn't even play last week as well.
Yeah, he took
he's
the week off. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
He was probably at home with his family, hanging out.
And
playing the course.
Knowing that this course is going to his hometown. So he was...
Yeah, he lives about 30. He grew up in Dallas. It's like 30 miles from there. So let's just get right to the under 12K because that's pretty much where the field starts.
11K, yeah. I mean, I like Tom Kim this week.
Yeah.
Great. He's in great form. Great ball striker. And what I saw from last week, he played very well. And hopefully he continues that. And, Jason Day, I'm going to jump back on the train and say Jason Day is going to have a good week.
I have him in my top 3 there too.
Yeah, I mean, you got to trunk slamming, going home,
Mm-hmm.
and then what do you have to do for the next 2 days? Practice, get ready again.
Plus, he's trying to win this event for the third time in a row, and I believe he would be somebody since 1934 to win their first 3 PGA Tour events at the same event at the same course.
Jason Day?
No, KH Lee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, KH Lee.
I'm actually fading KH Lee.
You are?
Yeah. Just he has a lot of pressure probably.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't pick him to win, but I still see him coming in as a top 10. I believe the last 2 other people that won the same event that are going back to back, they both finished top 10.
Everyone expects greatness from him coming in, 2-time winner at this event. So, and you have a decently sized field that people are going to be chasing him. And I don't know if he has been playing the best golf this year. He's been average, I would say. But I'm sure this course fits him. I'm sure he likes this course a lot.
Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick 3 guys I wouldn't put him in my lineup. That's all I'm saying. I think a lot of pressure into him. And the another person I'm fading in the 11K is Hideki Matsuyama.
See, I actually like him.
Do you?
Yeah, I have him up there. He's another one. Hasn't been playing too great recently.
He played the Masters last time.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go and play the Wells Fargo. I just got a little update today that he didn't play the Wells Fargo. He had to go back to Japan, and he got neck treatment. So,
yeah, that's kind of I read that too. That's the biggest concern. But the fact that he's in the lineup, he's official that he's playing.
Yeah.
He has all the tools to go out there and win. So,
I don't know. I'm sure he's going to do good, but there's that 20% chance of injury prone.
Yeah. You could always retweak that neck.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got that. Yeah.
Jump to 10, I guess, 10K.
So under 10K, my first fade, I'm fading Aaron Wise. Don't like it. Hasn't been playing too well.
No, we're going to 10K. Aaron Wise is 9K.
Oh, my apologies. So under 11K. I'm sorry. I have mine as unders. But so under 11K, I love Seamus Power. Guy's scoring average at this course is 67.5.
I wanted to put him in last week.
Yeah. And he's only like $10,500. I think he does really well. I actually like his odds as an outright winner, outright winner, just because plus 3,500. Slap $10 on that. He ends up winning. You'll be happy.
Yeah.
I don't believe he has won yet.
Maybe on the DP.
I don't think he has a PGA Tour win yet.
No.
But I really like him. Another one, Matt Kuchar. I love Kuch. I have him as a lock for top 20. I believe his last 2 events he's been top 20, and he's that sneaky guy. Never can count him out, and he just always does well. I also like Steven Yeager again. He's coming in at 10-4. He's been doing great. Played. He did. How did he do last week?
I think he was in the. I think he tied for 24th, if I want to say.
Yeah. Let me see that.
I'll tell you while he's looking up. My top 3s in the 10K would be Tom Hogue. Good ball striker. Hits the ball pretty far. Not the best putter, but I think he'll get his stuff together, especially down in Texas. I think he likes playing down there. Like you said, Matt Kuchar.
He finished tied 27th. Yeah, you're
27th. Okay. Yeah, Matt Kuchar. Yeah, he's been playing decently well the past couple tournaments.
And then recently, when they were in Texas last, the Valero Texas Open,
he did very well.
Kuch came in 3rd.
Yeah.
So,
and even before that, there was another tournament down in Texas. He did very well again. I think in the top 10.
Yeah. So Kuch likes Texas.
And then I'm gonna go. I faded Adam Scott last week. I'm gonna jump back on the train this week. The course is playing a lot easier than Wells Fargo, and I didn't expect Adam Scott to jump up into how good he did last week. But I'm jumping back on that train, saying Adam Scott's gonna be doing well this week. So the guys I'm fading in the 10K range is Siwoo Kim.
I have him there too. I'm
Okay.
fading Siwoo.
Yeah, just the putting hasn't been there. I mean,
He 43rd at the Wells Fargo. He was 111th at the RBC.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been playing good golf. He's been a little sporadic.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
then
have him on my fade.
Yeah, and then another guy I'm fading is Minwoo Lee. He only played 5 tournaments, made the cut in 2. So we just don't have much on him, of this year to say I'd like him until he shows me that cut after cut. We'll see. But
See, I'm fading Maverick McNeely.
Yeah.
Yep. He did 60th at the Mexican Open, 88th at the RBC Heritage, 60th at the Players. For $10,300, I just wouldn't put him in my lineup. Simple as that. He's better value elsewhere.
He's sporadic.
Better value elsewhere. And then I'm also fading Davis Riley.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, I was looking at him, but
The Wells Fargo, he came in 141st, 74th at the RBC, 141st at the Valero Texas Open. For $10,000, he's going nowhere near my lineup.
Yeah,
maybe I'd put him in there if he was $8K. I don't even know how they have him at $10,000. To be honest, he's just been playing so poor.
Just probably the field is not as strong as it is. So.
I think it's that he did well at the Valspar, and that's what they're just keeping it in.
Yeah.
So now we are at the
jump into the 9K.
The 9K range.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
So I like Michael Kim in this. He's doing pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to see Michael Kim, I mean, he should be down in the 9K. He's been making cut after cut,
Yeah. Okay. So 7th last week at the Wells Fargo, 30th at the Mexico. He came in 46th at the Valero. And the last time he played before the Punta Cana Championship, he came in 26th. So, yeah, he's been playing good golf.
He's in good form. So
9,100.
I like him this week. I also like Brandon Wu.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Wu hasn't played too much. Actually, I think he has played a decent amount.
He came in 3rd at the Mexico, 101st at the RBC. I'm actually fading Brandon Wu.
Are you?
Yep, I have him on my fade list.
Wow.
But what can you do?
Yeah. And then Christian Bezuidenhout. I like him this week.
Yeah.
Plays great.
Yeah.
I
actually have him in my lineup.
Hasn't played since the RBC, but RBC finished 19th overall. Then Valero Texas Open, 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the Players Championship, 13th. So those 3 are just great. I think he's a great golfer, great ball striker, great putter. He has it all.
I'm choosing to fade Will Gordon. He didn't do very well. He missed the cut last week. Came in 24th at the Mexico, missed the cut at the Valero Texas Open. So he's just been on and off. I'm keeping him out of my lineup. He could prove me wrong, because there has been times where I've doubted Will Gordon, and he comes right back to get me. So hopefully this isn't one of those times. I'm also going to fade Aaron Wise.
Aaron Wise been fading.
Yeah. Let me find him real quick. Where's he at?
Just a little thing about Aaron Wise, too. He missed the cut at Players, and then he was supposed to go to the Masters, and he pulled out of the Masters. He said over mental health, or he's just trying to get, I guess, himself right back again. So,
Yeah.
So we haven't seen him in a while.
Just got to figure some
and
things out.
I did I did see the tee times. I'll get to that at the end of the show, but I don't like what they did with him and who they matched them up with. I think that's a little strong, but we'll get to that towards the end.
Yeah. I do like at 9K exactly Ben Griffin. I think he's a lower guy they can put in. He missed the cut last week, but I expect him to bounce back. He's been playing pretty well all year. 14 out of 18 cuts for 9,000 in FanDuel. I like him.
I had him in my lineup. I took him out, but
yeah,
I'm sure he'll do. I'm sure
build around him.
Yeah.
Another one I like is Taylor Montgomery. He's been 13 out of 17 cuts. He missed the cut last week. Well, he missed the cut the last 2 times he's played, but I really expect him to bounce it back, especially at a low scoring course like this. He's a good ball striker, tee to green, and he's always been a pretty good putter. So I think that he bounces back this week and makes the cut, and I think he does fairly well. So I like that. And then my last guy is at $9,600. Excuse me if I butcher his name. I like Bayong Hoon An. Again, he missed the cut last week, so I'm expecting him to grind hard, come back. Bayong Hoon An at $9,600.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been other than last week, he's been playing pretty well. And then at the Valero, he did come in 6th place. So I've been looking at a lot of guys that played well at the Valero, just because it's pretty similar conditions.
Yeah, in the 9K, I'm fading, like we talked about, Aaron Wise. I'm fading Luke List. Guy hasn't made a cut. I mean, the last cut he made was Valero, Texas Open. I guess it's that, but even so, players missed, Valspar missed, RBC missed, Texas Open, which kind of was an easy course, and that field wasn't very strong at all. He missed that. And then, Wells Fargo missed. I could keep naming. Arnold Palmer missed the Genesis.
Yeah,
he did make the Genesis, but Waste Management, Farmers Insurance. So I'm fading him, and then Mackenzie Hughes. He hasn't been in great form.
No.
Wells Fargo missed, RBC missed. Last thing he did make the Masters.
Yeah,
Tied for that. The players missed. So yeah, I'm just fading him. I don't think he's. I wouldn't. If you guys are listening and betting and trying to make lineups, I would not touch, Mackenzie Hughes, Luke List, Aaron Wise. We're just trying to tell you the people not to really take. So.
Yep. And I already went through mine, so I guess we'll go in the
jump to the
8K range.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm fading Cam Champ.
I got him on mine.
Yeah, definitely fading Cam Champ.
Wow.
He's only made 3 cuts all year.
Yeah.
One of them being the Mexico Open. That was nobody really played in that other than Tony and John Rahm. And Wu, of course, but fading Wu. But yeah, I don't see Cam Champ making the cut. Wouldn't touch him. Wouldn't put him anywhere near my lineup.
I mean, last year he did a little better.
He's been playing awful this year.
Yeah.
A lot better than I could play, but I'm not
same.
on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
So I'm fading him. The other guy I'm fading is James Hahn. Where was he? Sorry. There he is. He's down there at 8,200. 6 out of 15 cuts. Missed the Wells Fargo. Made the Mexico Open, but didn't perform too well. Made the RBC. Missed the Valero Texas Open. Missed the Players. Missed the Genesis. He just has not been playing well at all. So I'm fading him. He only averages 42 fantasy points a game anyway. So there's better options out there. And then the last guy I'm fading in the $8,000 range is Matt Nesmith. Let me just get his stats up. Matthew Nesmith. He did make the cut at the Wells Fargo, did make the cut at RBC, but played horrible at the Valero Texas Open, missed the Players. So looking at him, when he makes 2 cuts in a row, he usually misses the next one. So I don't see him doing too well. Sorry if you're listening. That'd be cool if you are, but I'm fading him. So who are you fading?
You want me to go with my fades or my favorites? Or did you even go?
I didn't go through my favorites.
All right, I'll tell you my fades. Like we both said, Cameron Champ, not touching him at all. Then the next guy I'm fading would be Stuart Sink. Just hasn't been there. I know last year he did play pretty well. I mean, he did make the Wells Fargo cut, tied for 67th.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, he hasn't made a cut since the Waste the Phoenix Waste Open.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So just staying away from him. And then Scott Piercy. Just not even touching him as well. Made the Mexico Open, tied for 39th. And then Punta Cana Championship. Those are all just easy. The fields are not big at all. You don't really have high guys in that. So, just fading Scott Piercy as well. Just if you guys are listening, just don't take those guys. That was already. But my favorites are Dylan Wu.
Yeah, I have Dylan Wu.
Nice.
He was 21st at the Wells Fargo, 15th at the Mexico, 39th at the Valero.
Yeah, the guy
16th at the Punta Cana. Like the guy's been his last 4 events, he's been tearing it up.
Yeah, exactly.
He's sitting there at 8,700 in FanDuel, so definitely take him. You can throw him in there, especially if you have somebody like Scotty Scheffler in your lineup, taking up 12,400.
Yeah.
These are the kind of guys you need to get. Another guy I really like is Charlie Hoffman. I have him.
It's interesting.
Yep. I think he's going to do well this week. He's kind of iffy. He's missed a lot of cuts this year, but the last couple weeks he's played well. The last few tournaments, and he came in 22nd at the Valero. I think he does well this week. In the Waste Management, he came in 14th, and he made the cut at the Mexico, came in 55th. But for 8,400, I kind of like him.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I like Charlie Hoffman. He's a fan favorite.
I know.
I always got to root for him.
I like Charlie Hoffman a lot.
Yeah, he's a great dude. He's always root for him.
And then my last guy I really like is Aaron Baddeley. Where's he at? Right here. He's down there at 8,200, but he's only missed 3 cuts all year. 10 out of 13. Came in 39th at the Mexico, 46th at the Punta Cana. He made the cut at the Players, 74th, 34th at the Arnold Palmer. So I like him, especially for 8,200. Averages 66 fantasy points a week. So for someone on the lower end of the scale there, I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah. Like we said, we talked about Dylan Wu. Like him this week.
He's my favorite
and
in
then,
that range.
A little sleeper. He's a 40-year-old, just been playing great golf. Jimmy Walker. Yeah, at 8,600. His putting's been great. He's been playing it safe, kind of like Adam Scott does. He's not all over the place, but he just plays it very safe. Wells Fargo last week tied
2 top 20s in a row.
Exactly. And then RBC Heritage 25.
4 top 30s in a row, basically.
Yeah, just a nice sleeper. I think he's going to do very well here at this course. So I'm all in on him. Next guy. I watched him last week, and he did a lot better than I thought. And I'm just going to give him a shot. I think he might do well coming off a good week he had. Is Kramer Hickok.
I had him too on there.
So I watched him last week. He did very well, putting very well, played everything safe, and I think he's going to come around and play a lot better.
Yeah, I like that.
Especially since, it's not a big field, not a lot of big names, but there are good guys in there. So.
Yep, and then this is the range I try to really stay away from, the under 8,000 range.
7K.
Yeah, it's in the 7K range. There's 2 guys I like. One is a little sleeper. He's a 7,900. Andrew Novak.
Yeah, I got him as well.
10 out of 13 cuts this year. Came in 9th at the Valero. So, he likes Texas. 49th at the Mexico. He's a guy that finishes around the 30 to 40 placement range.
He should, sleeper.
So
hoping to make that
I like
cut.
him. And then the other guy I really like is I'm going to butcher this name, Sang Yul No, NOH. He's only missed 3 cuts this year too, 8 out of 11. He missed the Honda Classic, made the Punta Cana, made the Puerto Rico, made the Mexico Open. So he likes warm weather. should be pretty.
I was looking at him as well. I was
Yeah.
thinking, if I had to throw him in a mod lineup, he would be one of the guys down in 7K range.
Yeah.
Who you fading?
Pretty much everybody else. I don't really like anyone in this range. But.
Yeah, I hear you. So, yeah, like I said, Andrew Novak. If I was to pick a guy down in 7, you don't have much money in your DFS lineup.
Yeah.
You're down like 7K.
Novak's,
yeah, Novak's would help you out. The other guy I have is Cody Gribble. Let me see if I could find him real quick. Cody
Gribble.
Yeah. Played 9, made 7 cuts. So he's made 5, 6 in a row. I mean, Puerto Rico Open tied for 7th. And then the next week after, Valspar Championship tied for 7th again.
Wow.
So, and then the other ones are tied 50. Mexico Open tied 55. So, and he could do something. He could do something for you if you got that low money, if you're looking for that low guy.
Yeah, 76, you said?
76, yep.
Yeah, wow. So, yeah.
And then I just 2 fades down in the 7K. They're big names. Maybe some people might look at them because they are big names.
Yeah.
It might shoot out to the guy, but Dylan Fratelli just not there at all this year. He's been bad. I know he's a big fan favorite, so just stay away from him. And another guy, Doc Redman. Last year he played great. He was up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know where he is this year, but he's not where he should be from what he was last year. So just definitely staying away from those guys. So yeah, should be interesting,
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of easier course than last year when we had a lot of big names miss the cut from last year or last week. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Last week to this week. Big greens.
Yeah.
Landed on the greens. The putting should be easy. So
yeah. And I just wonder how much that shaving a stroke on the par will change things. Like I said, the 12th hole. I'm not sure what the scoring average was last year, but I'm pretty sure they absolutely obliterated that hole. So that's why they're making it a par 4. That should change things. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I said that in the beginning. But it was it's a 493-yard par 4 now. So last year it was maybe a 540-yard par 5, and I know personally I can get there in 2 in real life if I hit 2 good shots. So these guys can definitely get there in 2. And when they're hitting it 300 plus off the tee, and the guys can hit a 5-iron, 6-iron, 220.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's they're hitting a long iron into a green, into a big green. So
yeah,
this just changes it up, and now it really makes the approach shot more important.
Yeah. So
that should be interesting. But like I said, I think it's still going to be a very low scoring event.
We'll see with the weather too.
Yeah, the weather. Yeah, that's going to be a big factor. But
delays.
If it isn't thunder and lightning, and they can get out there and play, and when it does stop raining, it's going to be even softer. These guys can really just attack flag sticks. So it should be interesting. Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to it. And then I guess for top 5, top 10, top 20, I like placing a little parlay on that.
What?
All 3
sportsbook?
Yeah. I like doing a little sportsbook parlay.
Do you have any outrights before you get to the top 5?
All right. Outright winner, obviously, Scotty Scheffler,
yeah.
Plus 360.
You got him at 360. I got him at 350.
I got him plus 360.
Those guys must have won out.
Yeah.
Just by 10.
It could just be a different sports book I was looking at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said,
some sports books are different.
I'm on the FanDuel. I'd like that FanDuel.
Mm-hmm. I like Tyrell Hatton at plus 1,200.
Yeah, I got him at 1,300.
That's even better.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot. He's been playing real well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him win. And then, like I said, Seamus Power plus 3,500. It might even be higher now.
Oh, okay. Let me see with Seamus Power.
Yeah, on
4,400.
Plus 4,400. Like I said, the guy's scoring average at this course is 67.5 around. So,
yeah, I like Tom Kim as an
Yeah.
outright winner, plus 1,700. Especially same with Jason Day. They're the same, 1,700. So
I think Jason Day has a good week too. He's got to come back.
I mean, you could also take those outright winners, and if you want to play safe with it, and just drop it down to a tied for fifth. Just to play it safe.
Exactly. Make them a top 5.
Because outrights are very hard to do. If you want to just be saving your money and just bring it down to a top position.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like I said, my little 3-banger parlay is going to be for a top 5, top 10, top 20. I have Cooch top 20. I like KH Lee top 10. Like I said, I think he's 52 under, I believe it is, in the last 2 years here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does even better. And he's trying to get the 3-peat. But nobody has really 3-peated since 1934 to start off their. Yeah, especially since it would only be his 3rd win too. So I don't like him as an outright winner, but I do like him being competitive Sunday afternoon with a top 10. And then top 5, I'll take Scotty.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a little 3-banger on that.
Hey, yeah, I'll put a 3-banger, and we'll talk about it next week in the pod.
Yeah, we'll see how results.
Don't tell me it. I'm not going to tell you my parlay. I want to keep it secret until we come in next podcast, and we'll talk about that and see if it does it. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
There's mine, so that should be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, top 5. I like. I got 2 guys' name out. I got Adam Scott plus 700 and Matt Kuchar plus 600. But like I said, if you want to play that safe,
like I have Cooch top 20. I think he does it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, play that safe. I mean, you parlay the top 5, top 10, top 20. You're still gonna get good odds.
Yeah.
So I got those guys. Matt Kuchar's at plus 600 for top 5. Top 10. I like Brandon Will plus 500. Christian Bezatenhout plus 550.
I like Christian a lot this week.
And then Adam Hadwin plus 500. We'll see. I mean, he missed the cut last week. He was on my team.
Yeah. So
should be billing better. Easier course.
He's just trying to, a lot of these guys got to make up for last week.
My top 20s on the sports book would be Dylan Wu.
I like that. Yeah.
At plus 410. Jimmy Walker, the sleeper, the 40-year-old that's been playing great golf. Jimmy Walker at top 20 would be plus 360. And then I got Michael Kim, top 20 plus 320. So, it should be interesting. I'm going to figure out, later tonight when I, put in a, you're doing top 5, top 10 to top 20.
Yeah, I'm going to just make that a little 3.
Yeah, don't tell me. We'll talk about it next week when we do the pod. But, we'll see what happens.
I basically just told everybody so they know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I just haven't. I haven't figured out mine yet. So,
if you guys hit it, that's great. If not, sorry.
You want to talk about the tee times real quick?
I'm losing the money too. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go over that.
Yeah.
It's a big. I think that
that's what
people that start off in the morning, especially on Thursdays, usually shoot low. Yeah. And then I also like to see who they're playing with because that just
that's what I also love. If you're with a big name, you're gonna get a big crowd with you, and
so that's why that first 650 tee time going off. James Hahn, the guy. No, I can't pronounce his name, and so I could see him going low. And then he's playing with Henrik Norlander, but that is the first group going off. And then we'll tell you who the last group going off. These are the guys that nobody really likes being in the afternoon, especially on day one. It's Austin Eckroat, Brandon Matthews, and Peter Kust.
I'm just gonna run down my favorite tee time lineups.
Yeah.
So my a couple favorites in the morning would be obviously you got Mackenzie Hughes, Adam Scott, and Minwoo Lee at 8:20. That should be pretty cool. Adam Scott, I think, might outshine them. He's not playing with hard guys at all, so that's another reason why Adam Scott might do shoot pretty low.
Mhm.
First two, I mean, Minwoo Lee might put a little fight up with him, but I think Adam Scott will do a little better.
Mhm.
Who else? What's this? I mean, yeah, Tom Kim, Hideki Matsuyama,
Yeah.
and Terrell Hatton.
I was gonna suggest that.
Oh, I can't wait to watch
That's
that
gonna
in
be
the morning.
big grouping.
They're going off at 8:30, 4 in the morning.
Mhm.
I mean, those guys are just going to be trying to outdo each other. It's going to be fun to watch. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. So, this is the one that I was talking about with Aaron Wise coming back, for decent, he was out decently long.
He's playing with Cooch.
He's playing with Cooch and Scott Stallings.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a rough, to put him with Cooch. And, I mean, Stallings he's decent.
He's a good golfer. Man.
Yeah.
He's a good golfer.
So, I mean, let's see what Aaron Wise could do. I mean, maybe he could hang with them.
That would be big.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't seen.
I faded him, but sometimes all you need to do is play with somebody like Cooch, and you just got to, because Cooch, he's a good golfer. As much as I don't like him personality wise, I think he's a kind of shitty person. That's just my opinion. He's not really well liked on the tour, but he's a damn good golfer. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the power he used to have, but
yeah, he's a damn good golfer.
Yeah, he knows. He's a good scramble golfer too, as well.
Yeah, so. Yeah, he can get out of trouble easy. He's all over the place.
Yeah,
he gets out of trouble.
Yeah, so let's see what they got in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Seamus Powers is going with Tom Hogue and Davis Riley.
Yeah.
That's at 1:33. That should be a good group in the afternoon to watch. I'm sure Tom Hogue and Seamus Power. I mean, just even Davis Riley. Who knows? He could just compete with them. If they're shooting low, he's gonna try to shoot.
Yeah, I'll be interested in that. Like I said, I really like Seamus Power this week. Got a low scoring average here.
Yeah, and then the next one, I mean, Scotty Scheffler, K.H. Lee, and Jason Day. That's gonna be that's gonna be something.
That's gonna be a good group.
K.H. Lee's gonna have to go up against the big dog, number 2 golfer in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be, he's gonna have a lot of pressure on him.
Scotty's gonna be going low. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you right now.
Big time.
In front of his friends and family, he's going low.
Jason Day, I'm sure he's gonna try to.
He's gonna have to match Scotty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't get intimidated,
which is interesting. Missing the cut, and then, that's kind of intimidating, missing the cut at Wells Fargo, and then going against Scotty. So. And Scotty didn't have to worry about last week about missing the cut or not.
He was just relaxing, getting ready for this week.
Yes, and
it's also a lot easier of a course this week. So
yeah,
Jason Day, I'm sure he's not too worried.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, those are the good, really, tee times that I'm going to be watching. So. It should be an interesting couple 4 days. We'll see what happens with the weather, and hopefully there's no delays. I'm going to say there's going to be at least.
It's in Texas, yeah, I think so.
I'm going to say there's at least going to be 1 or 2 delays.
Yeah,
especially what I've seen, 60% scattered rain and thunders Saturday and Sunday.
And it's really the thunder and lightning is what's going to cause it. But
yeah.
They don't mind playing in a little rain if it's drizzling.
Yeah, again, I got to bounce back from last week. I had 4 guys miss the cut, which that never happens with me.
Yeah, and then I put a lineup in this week. Obviously, I'll share with you next week what my lineup was, and see how it goes. But I'm still tweaking it. I'm changing it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to be. Yeah. That's what I'm going to be doing. Top 5, top 10, and top 20 tonight. I'm going to figure all that out, and then we'll do that.
Yeah, and then obviously I'm going to probably throw a couple other top 5, top 10, top 20 bets out there. I really got to do a lot of digging and whatnot. But obviously, if I do put any in and they hit, I'll share them with you. I'll show you the sportsbook slip. I'm not just going to make something up. We're going to back that with the money.
Yeah.
So that's all we really have for this week. Again, thank you all for the continued support, and I hope you really enjoyed this show. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Thank you very much.
Have a good one.